They look at the wall clock again, having a sign they couldn't use the traditional way to wake him up because throwing water at him would disturb Ain's sleep as well. Suddenly, an idea would pop up in his mind. You asked for it, Mr. John Jungkook. They grabbed his hand, took his two fingers in his mouth and bite them. Jungkook hissed and sat down. He seemed terrified. He moved his eyes toward them. What was that? He narrowed his eyes. He paused his lips and pointed his finger toward the wall clock. Just look at the time, he said. God, he muttered. He threw that comforter aside, picking up his work cloth, and ran toward the bathroom. They sat down in peace, arranging the comforter over Ayn, placed the pillows around her both sides. Jungkook opened the washroom door and came inside the room. I'm very late. I was supposed to reach at hospital 8 o'clock. He picked up the tie in his hand. I'll do that. In the meantime, you wear your socks, they offered. He handed him the tie without any tantrum, picking up his shoes, and sat down on the chair. You're a deep sleeper, they said, while tying around in his neck. Are you taking revenge? He replied and buckled up his shoes. Mm-hmm. Why will I take the revenge? They said. His eyes were fixed on the tie. I'm just staring the fact. They shrugged. It's the effect of your bad influence. They looked at him seriously. He paused and knocked off the tie with a force close his neck and left it. He coughed and loosed the tie around his neck. Are you planning to kill me? Yeah, I'm a bad influence. I can do anything, right? He said. While turning around, he chuckled, stood up for the chair, sat by, and left the room. He called me bad influence. I won't talk to him from now on. He pouted. He turned again. His eyes fell on the wallet. Oh, he took it and ran downstairs. Jungkook, Jungkook, he screamed his name. While coming downstairs, he stopped at the front door of the house and came inside. What happened? He asked. You left your wallet, he said, while gasping for breath. Thanks. Jimin and Grandma were looking at both of them for the living area. Jungkook is going to work? Grandma asked in a high-pitched voice. They and Jungkook both looking toward them and got to know about their presence. Yes, they replied. Jungkook called out. He felt the piercing gaze of Jimin and knew what it meant, giving a sign. He whispered. They looked at Jimin and then back at Jungkook. I'll see you off then. Both of them were coming outside. Jungkook sat down in the car. They waved his goodbye. He waved back at him and drove off hurriedly. They smiled. Did they just smile at him? They groaned. They, idiot, you're supposed to stay mad at him. They huffed and went inside the house again. Jungkook seems in a hurry. Grandma started. Yes, Grandma, they replied. Come, sit down with us, Jimin said to Taeyoung. No, Ain is sleeping. If she woke up and didn't find me or Jungkook, she would get scared. I'll come down with her when she wake up, they replied. Okay, you can wait, I guess. Jimin gave him a smile. How was your day? They asked him hesitantly. As usual, except for the first time, I was late for work, they said, sitting playing with Ain. As usual, he thought. I didn't even know how he usually spent his time. At work, Jimin said we should go for shopping. Can I go with him? This time, He turned his face toward Tae, and with that, formed eyebrows. Of course, you don't have to ask. You said yesterday, I told you, just inform me about your whereabouts, about food do, whatever you want to do. Thanks. Suddenly, Ayn will let out a sound from her mouth. They excitedly held his severed hand together, intertwined their finger, both hands, and placed Sajin on it. She said Ma, and she wanted to say Umma. They gave him a victory smile to Jungkook. Impossible. Jungkook shook his head. She said, and she tried to say Daddy. Umma, Daddy. No. They went. I tell him you wanted to say Umma. He won't lie. She's a daddy girl. He rotated. Huh? She is very Umma's baby. They flip his hair. I was silently staring at both of them. Jungkook, please. Don't cheat. She said Ma. They parted. I prove him wrong. He said lovingly. Yes, please. I want to prove someone wrong. Say it again. They could. Both of them were exactly looking at Ayn. And eyes went toward her daddy and Uma and uttered some sounds again and shyly said, Jungkook and they were burst into a laugh. I won. Jungkook smiled. Jungkook supposed to step into the balcony. It was full of moonlight and star. A cool breeze brushed his face, ruffling his hair, and that surrounding he saw Tae was sitting on the floor, with his back pressed on the wall. He continuously moving forward and stepped beside him on the floor. He turned his head toward Tae. His features were showing in the moonlight. His eyes were closed, but his lips were moving, probably mumbling something. He was looking at him. His face would show that emotion. They smiled, having a sign and opened his eyes. He was about to stand up. His eyes fell on the figure sitting beside him. They screamed. Jungkook quickly covered his mouth with his hand. It's me, Jungkook. Stop screaming. You will wake everyone. He said in a low voice and removed his hand from his mouth. They released a breath in relief. You scared me. When did you come outside? A few minutes ago, he said. I thought you were asleep. I couldn't sleep. Now, you will blame me for that as well. If you couldn't wake up early in the morning, they pouted. Whenever we're supposed to dream, it's already dreamed. Your bad influence won't go away easily. It is day. I came here to talk to my Umma. Yesterday, I went to meet her but didn't get the time to talk with her in detail. They moved his gaze toward the sky. Meet her? He asked. Yeah, they nodded. I went to meet her. That way she lives. They mumbled, Don't worry, I didn't take Ayn with me. She was sitting with Jihope in the car. They added. Both of them were silently sat there, staring at the sky. So, you must still hate me? He asked. He turned his head toward him. His eyebrows were wheeling in confusion. Why would she? Oh, wait, they laughed. Did you really think she would hate you? She's my Uma. She can't hate anyone. You're my friend.